Hello once again and welcome to the Clash of the Titans. This is day 8 and look at all those little skulls. 10 deaths. Mwahaha. Yes, the Clash has finally had its 10 deaths, so we are now down to 230 people. Eaters of Worms are living up to their name as survivalists because they have no deaths. I'm a survivor. Yeah, I'm not going to go down that road, definitely not. Moving on. Eaters of Worms. Well, what can I say about this town? They're living up to the reputation that survivalists are the top tier class. They've pretty much got everything sorted. They're just laughing their way until the end of days. I'm not aware of any problems at the moment. We're just waiting for their first fabled death. It's going to be interesting to see which one out of all these guys will be the first to croak it. The goody goodies of Nobody Cares. They've been popping a lot of uncommon blueprints and they still have not found that guard tower. Oh come on, we've got to cut them some slack. That guard tower is... they need to have it because yes, it will give us more competition, but we want to see a town with full guardians and the guards. Yes, they have got 2 deaths, Blazon and Obag, but there's not much that can be helped with that. So that's less defense for them. Come on, you can do it guys, get that guard tower, pull it out, we don't want to see it on the last day. Well, it'll be better than nothing, but yeah, find that guard tower. The overbearing cuteness of Fluffykins, they now have their first death. Durf deck, no! Oh well. I'm going to assume that was a camping death unless I hear otherwise, but I think these guys are pretty much set with their water filter. I'm not sure how many jerry cans they have, so definitely interesting to see. Yeah, I don't think they'll be having much water problems, not at all. The Shady Jokers of Nonsense. Look at their map. That's a lovely map. What a fun map. They have their first death as well. Medondale. I'm going to assume that also was a camping death. And so, yeah, just the survivalists are running with a perfect score at the moment. These guys also have the water filter, so I doubt they're going to be having many water problems. And I want these guys to at least not finish last, because this is a great town. Go on scouts, you can do it. Do it, the scouts, do it. And the depleted zones, my word, look at everything they've got built. Regardless of that, their defense is suboptimal, but we don't know what's going on in town. We have to check out the videos. They had another death last night. Layla, that gives them 3 deaths in total. Jimmy D died yesterday as well. Well, 2 days ago. It depends how it's been recorded. Regardless, 3 deaths, no water in the well, only 11 in the bank, so I'm going to assume they're going to be voting for pump, but they're still holding out for water filter as well, I'm assuming. A nice 70 defensive objects in the bank, but you know, the survivalists are leading with the defensive objects, but that's probably because they can go out every day, not worrying about water. Yeah. OP class much? And finally, the barricaded Hill of Thumb Twiddlers, my town. We're currently in last position. It's going to be very interesting to see if we can actually not finish in last position because of our extra buildings, extra defense. If we can last 1 day longer than the other towns, then that could be possible, but with all or nothing strategies and garbage dumps, it's anybody's game, really is. We certainly won't finish first, especially if the survivalists keep up their routine, because quite frankly the survivalists can be camping after town devastation and they'll be fine. The only question is, are they going to sacrifice anybody to prolong that town devastation? So who's going to be pulling the short straws on that? Regardless, we've got an interesting map at the moment. I'll go into more detail. Well, here we are inside town for day 8. You can see our defense has shot up quite a bit. That's probably because we decided to finally build all those, you know, suboptimal defenses. And why not? Because we found the factory. Other news before that, in the Gazette, not much is happening. No deaths yesterday. That's good for us for once. And the search tower is living up to its name. However, what is all this? Rotting logs? Rotting logs? Why would somebody be taking out rotting logs? I think it's because it's only 15 minutes to go and we still have somebody outside. Codeine. Sufferer has left town. I'm assuming he's going up there to actually, yes, to see if you can escort him. Oh, good luck. I hope he's got escort mode on. If he hasn't and he doesn't log in, he's screwed. The worst thing is, because the portal lock is built, if somebody happened to close the gates now, they would both be screwed. I think we do have quite a few heroic rescues left regardless, so that could come in quite handy. So I'll update you on that at the end of the video, because we'll find out what's going on. Well, back inside the bank, we did have like no wrought iron and no planks a while back, but people have been having fun with 1IP converts thanks to the factory, and they've just shot up again. We've got our typical our food supplies extremely low. We're really struggling on food, but there is a shite load of food out there in the world beyond. We just have to pick it up as we go and find it. So we could do something like butcher. That would tide us over for a bit, because we have quite a few animals lying around. I'm sorry, Tess, it's not vegan friendly, I know, but you know, it's a matter of survival. Well, we can't really say that, because you can effectively play this entire game without eating, but it's, you know, long-term survival. No, I'm not going to win this argument, although I'm just backing out now. On the construction site, when it loads, there we go. For some reason, somebody keeps voting for water purifier, and there's no point in finishing that yet until we have the filter. Most likely because we want to make use of the tablets, because they're better than the water purifier. Regardless, you can see we finished a few things off. The barbed wire is done, the armor plating version 2, the plywood. We did build the Uber wall, so if we do solve our water problems, we can start voting for that. Yeah, let's just have a quick look. Projects. People voting for the search tower again. We are not going to be building any more on the search tower at this stage. Our water supplies are extremely low, so we pretty much have to vote for the pump. And I've just gone to confuse myself again. No, it's not the Uber wall that you vote for, it's that other one. I know what I'm thinking of, but there's no point researching it. Anyway, Great Pit is still a good alternative for some extra defense, but yes, it's all into pump. And we don't really have anything in the way of water defense. There's only a few things, like go back on the construction site. The garbage dump. If we got the dump upgrade, that does take like 20 water rations, but that gives you 75 defense plus the extra bonuses for the garbage dump. So it's something to consider if we do get the water filter. Yeah, everything else is pretty much going as standard. We're running out of things to build, we really are. If we find an oven, we can start working on cinema, as I said yesterday. But as for everything else, it's just rare resource buildings that we have left. You know, nuts and bolts, electronic components. We don't want to commit to anything decent until we have to, because there's always more options that could become available to us. Yes, we're sitting on the fence for this. And it looks like the crisis has been averted. Sufferer has come back with codeine. Lovely. Sufferer, in case you don't know, happens to be the town junkie. There was a bit of drama concerning him because he started taking... he became a junkie pretty early in the town, and a few people didn't know about it, but he's popping unlabeleds every day, so it's okay for him. I mean, he's certainly proved to juice it. He's not very happy at the moment, though. Something I forgot to mention in the bank is... how many Jarpen tables do we have now? 2 Jarpen tables! We've built the factory, the search tower, and the study ages ago, as you know, and we now are starting to find those extra tables. Any other towns out there that need tables? Yes, we have 2 spare tables. Stop saying tables. Moving on, we have 3 campers today. I think it's okay for me to say their name, because this video is running late, so I won't actually be cursing them in effect. Liam McGill, stop trying to cause drama on that. I think they want me to say their name anyway, so they have somebody to blame. But in the citizen's home, we have Labon. Now we can confirm that he has 90% decent chances. He's camping with like 4 bonus items. So, yeah, I know. The old curse, 90%, that's the awful number, but what can we do? At the post office we have Karate9 Dude. He's uses a different name in IRC, so I get a bit confused sometimes, but he wanted me to mention his name especially. Good luck in that post office, Karate9 Dude. Interesting fact, you can actually find Jarpen tables at the post office, I believe. So, no good to us anymore, is it? No. I mean, it does count as a do, so it's not that bad. And up in the top left we have Berserk. Yes. He's camping at the army outpost. They've done a last minute run up to the top, because all this has been uncovered using the Radius Radar Mark II. Yes, this little thing down here, it's very handy. I don't know if you can see on the cursor, but it is very useful. And while on the way back, we also found another buried building. If we can get a couple more people with heroic return heading up that direction, maybe we can camp that out again. But if all goes well, we can expect another uncommon blueprint and 2 more rares, and those rares are highly sought after. Why? Because we could have something like Labyrinth, the water filter, and a couple of other things which has just gone out my head, but there are about, yeah, fortifications, that's one of them. There are 4 other buildings which count as priority for us getting, and we'll only get that from rare. Regardless, if everything goes well, Berserker might be in trouble. He doesn't have an effective way to get back by himself. He does have a flash grenade. I don't know how many camera shots he has, but he may need some assistance tomorrow if everything goes as planned. And our map is doing something slightly humorous. It's reminding me of a shape. Maybe if we turn it upside down. Berserk's actually made a friend at his zone. He's one little zombie there, and what's he saying? He's nice, polite, and not a bit aggressive. Well, he can, but I think he might die of depression. Yes, he's not a very happy zombie at the moment, so if he survives, you can try Berserk. If you survive, well, if you die, you know it's because your zombie got a bit hungry during the night. So at least he's not going to be alone sleeping tonight. Yeah, nobody likes to be alone, do they, Berserk? Codeine, he did in fact log in, you know, right at the end of time, so crisis averted regardless. And just other plans, yeah, people make it. Okay. So, our defences are good, no problems there. 3 people camping, will they all survive? I bloody well hope so, we don't want any more deaths. And news just in, unfortunately we've had another death. Karate9 dude, he just could not camp at post office. Post offices are more dangerous than you would think. It's interesting because Karate9 dude, he said, and I quote, "Please Larae, mention me in your videos. I don't believe in the curse." Well, it looks like you cursed yourself, Karate9 dude. Oh dear. Well, that's 4 deaths for our town now, but Karate9 dude, you were very, very useful. Thank you very much for your help, and we'll try and make you proud. Rest in peace. Alrighty, any more information you'll be finding on the annotations right now. This GIF is courtesy of Sufferer, who often likes to flip his tables. He gets a bit upset now and then, especially concerning the Jarban tables. So a few tables have been flipped here and there, and now you'll be seeing links to everyone else's videos, so please check them out. Thanks for watching, and I'll be seeing you for day 9 tomorrow. Boom. Who's buzzing?